Hey, welcome, welcome. This is Bar Sculpt. My name's Amanda. So for today, we will need a set of light weights. So I'm just going to use 1 pound dumbbells. Feel free to go a little bit heavier. You can always also go without the weights entirely and do just your body weight. As most of you probably know by now, always an option. We're not going to do any cardio or any jumping today. You can use a set of ankle weights around your ankles, or you can bring them to your wrists, your choice. All right, let's go ahead and start standing. Drawing your feet hip width apart and parallel. Strong point through your toes. You draw your knees up towards your chest. Using your lower abs, core is engaged. Strong point through the toes, slow and controlled. Alternating right knee lifts, lower, left knee lifts, and lower. If you're tracking your workout, go ahead and set your devices. That's it. You're drawing your arms out to a broken T, palms together. One more on each side. Then we're going to take that knee up and over to a side lunge, opening up your hip, drawing that knee up and over, step it out to the side, wide step. As you bend into that knee, your opposite leg is straight. Keep it going. Wide step out to the side. One more on each side. All right. On the next one, hold the feet wider than your hips. Toes are slightly turned out. Arms remain out to a T. Extend your fingertips out long. Just bend and extend to your knees. Chest stays lifted. Shoulders remain stacked directly over your hips. Deep bend as you rise, straightening your knees. That's it. Give me 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold the knees bent. Give me small circles, tiny circles. Palms are facing down. Chest stays lifted. Knees tracking out over your toes. So avoid letting your knees come towards one another. Go ahead and reverse that direction. Tiny circles, opposite direction. Chin and chest stays lifted. Holding and breathing. From here, arms are out to a T. Keep you bend the knees. Reach down, tap towards the opposite inside ankle. Maybe reach for your ankle, your calf, your knee, your thigh. Rising back up, tee out your arms, and switching sides. One more on each side. Rising back up, hinge forward at your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Nice big hug, shoulder squeeze. That's it, one more. Come on down to a lunge, gently releasing your right knee, untuck your right toes, pressing into your left knee, allowing your right hip to open, chin and chest stays lifted. From here, draw your hips back as you straighten your front left leg, and then pressing your hips forward. Drop back. Press it forward. That's it, one more. On the next one, hold your hips back, shoulders stacked over your hips, point, flex, circle out that left ankle. Hold your left toes flexed, hinge forward, framing your left foot. Maybe bringing the crown of your head towards your toes. Maybe knee towards your nose, heart towards your thighs. Your toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch all on the back side of your left leg. Gently rise up, switching sides, left knee down. Take a big step forward with your right foot, pressing into your right knee, allowing your left hip to open. Chin and chest remains lifted here. Opening up that left hip. On your next exhale, gently press your hips back, straightening your right leg, and press it forward. Draw the hips back, and forward. Keep it going. On the next one, hold your hips back, right leg is straight, point, flex, maybe circle out the right toes, right ankle. Hold the right toes flexed, hinge forward. Framing your right foot, maybe bringing your nose toward your knee, heart toward your thigh, keeping the right toes flexed up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch all on the back side of your right leg. Gently rise up, come to standing, roll your shoulders back, roll them forward. Shake out anything else that you may need to do so. Maybe grab a sip of water. All right, and we are moving on. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna grab our set of weights, one light weight in each hand if you're using them. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. From here, we're going to bring the palms facing out, draw the hands down, rise up, tippy toes. As you come into a bicep curl, so you're releasing the arms down, bicep curls, you rise to stand. Firing up that total body here. Deep squat, hands between your feet, feet are hip width apart and parallel. As you rise to stand, straightening your legs, rise up on those tippy toes. Give me that bicep curl. Keep it going. That's it, just a few more here. Deep squat, rise up, tippy toe, bicep curl. Give me 3 more. Last 2. And 1. All right, from here you still have those weights. From this position, feet are hip width apart and parallel. We're gonna reach our right arm up, right leg come out to the side. We're gonna tap down and reach up. Tap down and reach. You can keep that left arm directly out from your hip. You can also keep it onto your hip. Keep it going. Right arm overhead as you rise to stand. Bending into that right knee, bending into that left knee as you draw that right elbow down towards your right knee. Keep it going. Just a few more. We're going to add on to this movement next. Right arm, right leg, still moving. Keep it going. On the next one, hold the arm out to the side. From here, lift the leg, lower the arm, and tap lift. Pull it together and lift. Now, if you would like, you can hold on to a bar or ledge with that left arm. You still got that right leg directly out from your hip. We're lifting up and lowering down. You can extend the arm and leg at the same time, or you can alternate. Drawing that leg up, arm down, and release. Keep it going. Point through those toes, lift and lower. Keeping the arm and leg synchronized or opposite. Still going, still moving. Almost there. Left hand to your hip, left arm out to your left shoulder or on a bar or a ledge. Hold that right leg lifted from here. Tiny little pulse. We draw the right arm forward and up. Draw it forward and up. So you're trying to keep that right leg lifted. It could just be an inch or 2 off the floor. It could be out from the hip. Any variation, you do want to get that leg up and just tiny little pulses. Arm forward, arm overhead. Working that outer right hip right here. Keep it going. You need to set the foot down for a second. Come back into it. Find your breath. Come right back into it. Side lifts. Right arm forward. Right arm lifts. That's it. Keep it going. Give me 3 more. Lift and lower. That's 2. 1 more. All right, release it down. Shake it out. Keep that right leg out from the hip. Reach your right arm high. From here, knee to elbow and extend. Knee to elbow and extend. Now you do not have to make that connection with your knee to your elbow. You do want to move them in that direction so your right leg comes directly back out from your hip, out with that side ankle. Right arm stays up overhead. Draw that right elbow down towards the outer right hip. Right knee up towards the right shoulder and extend. Draw it in and extend. Keep a soft bend in your standing left knee, so avoid side so you guys can see. Avoid locking out that knee. Keep a nice soft bend. Arm up, draw it down, and extend. Drop down, and extend. Keep it going. That's it. Give me 2 more. Reach and pull. 1 more. All right, shake it out. Draw your feet back to hip width apart and parallel. Relax your shoulders up and down. We're back to the top. Squat, tippy toe. This time give me a hammer curl. Palms are facing in towards your body. Keep it going. Reach down and rise. Chest is lifted in your squat. Imagine you're trying to press your hips back towards that wall behind you. Maybe it's an imaginary wall. The weight is in your heels in your squat. As you rise up, come up onto the tippy toes, lifting your heels super high. Maybe in that squat, lift your toes. Keep it going. That's it. 3 more. Squat, rise, hammer curl to tippy toes. Release. 2 more. 1 more. All right. Relax your right hand by your side. Left arm directly out from your hip. Reach your left arm high from here. Pull, lift, release, lower. Pull, lift, release, lower. Now, you can have them both lifted and lowering and lifting at the same time, or you can have them alternating. Keep a soft bend and that standing right leg, so avoid locking out that knee. Nice soft bend. Keep it going. Lift and lower. We're firing up the outer glute on the left side. We did the right side. Now it's time to do the left. Lift and lower. Keep it going. That's it. Lift and lower. A few more. On the next one, hold the leg lifted. Tiny little pulses forward and lift. Forward and lift. Now, most important thing is that right knee, it's not locked out. So avoid locking out that knee. Keep a nice soft bend. You're keeping that left leg lifted. So that can be a tiny lift. It can be a super high lift. At any variation, you're welcome to use a bar or a ledge or any kind of stable surface you have around you at hip or shoulder height to hold yourself as you raise and lower. Tiny pulses with that left leg. Keep it going. Almost there. Just keep that leg pulsing. All right, from here, set that left leg down. Reach your left arm high. We're going to tap and extend. Gentle tap and extend. That's it. Pull and release. Now your elbow knee does not have to come into contact. You do want to keep a soft bend in that standing right knee. Avoid really leaning into that right side. You can always use that bar or that ledge if you like to do so. That left leg comes out from the hip. Left arm overhead. Draw that left elbow down. Left knee up and then release. Keep it going. We're moving on after this. Still going. Still moving. 3 more. Pull, release. 2 more. Last one. All right, shake it out. Maybe grab a sip of water. Still with those weights. I'm always so nervous to use a glass with your hands being all sweaty mid-workout. All right, we're moving on. So come into a wide stance. So your feet are wider than your hips. Your toes are turned out. We're gonna bend into the knees. Elbows down by your side. We're gonna raise, we lift the knees. Raise. We have a bent fly with a wide second plie sumo squat. Palms are facing in, palms are facing down. Keep it going. That's it. Keep it going. Almost there. Almost there. Just a few more. Raise and lower those arms. Bend and extend the knees. All right, on the next one, bring your hands to your hips, coming to that wide second. Step the right foot forward, and we're gonna have a bent knee plie with that foot stepping forward. So you're in that wide second. Draw that foot forward, step it back out to that first, draw it forward. So you're trying to present your inner right thigh. You're going right from that second position, drawing that leg up, coming back out to that wide second. Your chest is lifted. Keep it going. Almost there. Just the right leg is moving. Keep it going, bent. Hold that right knee bent as you draw that right leg up and forward. A few more, chest stays lifted. Last two. Last one. All right, from here, hold the heels together, toes are apart, coming to that first position. From here, hands to your hips. We're just gonna lift and lower that right leg. So hold that knee bent. As you lift that leg, think about sweeping your foot forward, pointing your toes, and then releasing back down. So your knees stay bent. Chest lifted, avoid hinging forward or back or side to side. Keep your hips stacked underneath your shoulders. Tuck your hips under so you're drawing your navel in towards your spine. We're lifting it up, bringing it down. You're brushing your foot with the floor, then setting it back down. Keep it going. Sweep forward and release. Presenting that inner right thigh up towards the ceiling. Hold the bend in the knees. That's it. Just a few more. Sweep it forward. Release down. Both knees stay bent the whole time. That's it. One more. All right. Step the right foot in front of the left. So you're in the fourth position. Your right heel is touching your left toes. Sink your hips down low. Deep in the knees. Lift the front heel, lower. Lift the back heel, lower. Lift and lower. Back heel, lift and lower. So you're just alternating, popping the heels, lifting the front and lower, lifting the back and lower. Keep your body completely still. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Alternating, lifting and lowering the heels, front and back. Keep it going. Almost there. We're going to hold those heels down in a moment. All right, from here, open the front, open the back, open, close, open, close. So you're opening and closing the front, and then you're opening and closing the back. Not sure if this view helps you all. You're saying that fourth, open, open. I think just facing you guys straight on is the best. Open right, open left. Open right, open left. Teeny tiny movement. We're firing up those inner and outer thighs. You can just keep your hands to your hips. All the work is in your lower body here. Most important thing, you still have those shoulders stacked over your hips. So don't lean forward. Keep your abs engaged. Your knees are bent. Open, 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 open. Tiny presses open with those hips. I know it burns. You got this. Just a few more. And then we are going to hold both the knees open, front and back. All right, one pulse, one double heel lift. One pulse, one double heel lift. Pulse and lift. Slow down if you need to. You can pulse it down. Lift both the heels, lower, pulse and lift, lift and lower. So we're bending deeper into those knees. Now when you rise up, when you lift those heels, we're not lifting upper body. You're getting that with the knees. So you're pulsing down, lift, lower, pulse, lift, lift, and lower, pulse, and lift, and lower. So trying to keep your body completely still. This is all in your lower body. And you guessed it. Yes, we are going to repeat the same thing with the other side, with the left foot in front, keeping everything symmetrical. You all are so smart. Keep it going. We're going back to that wide second plie to give those inner and outer thighs not necessarily a break, but we're moving on. All right, so we're coming back to that wide second position. Feet are wider than your hips, toes turned out. This time we're going to bring our elbows forward, making that 11 shape. Palms are facing in. Hold the hips low. We're going to open and close. Open and close. Go at your own beat. Open and close. Your elbows do not have to touch. As you open the elbows, you want them out directly from your shoulders. Bring them parallel and open. Bring them parallel and open. Your knees are tracking out over your toes. So maybe look down over your right knee. Look down over your left knee. Can you see your big toe inside of your knee? That is what you are going for. Keep it going. 2 more. All right, bring your hands to your hips from here. We're going to pulse it down, lift, pulse, and lift. Right back to where we started. This time we have the left leg, so we're bending deep, coming that wide second plie squat. Rise up, keep the bend in that left knee. Lift the left leg high. So you're trying to present your inner left thigh up towards the ceiling. Plie squat, lift. Plie squat, lift. Point through the toes. Keep it going, lift, plie squat, lift. Keep it going. That's it. Now we're firing up that left inner and outer thigh. Don't worry, we'll soon go back to working both. Plie, lift, chest stays lifted here. Give me 1 more. All right, from here, draw your heels together, toes are apart. We're in our first position. Bend into your knees, sweep that left foot forward. Lift and release, sweep forward and release. So you're keeping that bend in the left knee. Avoid straightening out that knee. Keep a nice bend in that knee. That left knee also stays bent. You're lifting and lowering, lift and lower. We're using our lower abs here to draw that knee up. You're working your inner and outer thigh. You're also working your left quad here to lift that leg high. Point through the toes. You're brushing that left foot along the floor and then lifting it up, presenting your inner left thigh up towards the ceiling. Brush, lift, release, lower. Keeping it going. Moving here with control. You've got it. We're going to come into that 4th position here before you know it. All right, release that left foot down. So your left heel is in front. Your left heel is close to your right toes. So you're just in that 4th position, right leg back, left foot forward. From here, we're going to lift the front heel, lower, lift the back heel, lower. Lift, lower, back, lower. So notice, nothing is moving with my upper body, just my lower body. Lift and lower. So you're bending deeper into those knees. Chest stays lifted. Just popping that heel, coming onto the ball of your foot, maybe the toes, maybe coming onto your pinky toe. Just lift and lower. We're going to work those knees here next. Keep a deep bend in both of your knees. Chest stays lifted. You got it. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Yes, you can. Maybe smile through it. Find a point of focus. All right, from here, we're going to open and close those knees. Start with the left and then right, left and then right. Tiny open and close. Open, 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 open. You're firing up those inner and outer thighs. I know it burns. Keep it going. Open, open. That's it. Stay with it. We have that tiny pulse with a double heel, pop and lower coming up next. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but we'll be on the floor after that. Keep it going. We got core and glutes coming up at you next. Right, left, right, left. Keep it going. All right, last round. Maybe shake it out. All right, we got that pulse, double heel lift. Pulse, double heel lift. Pulse, heel lift. Slow it down if you need to. I'm not saying slowing down is easier, but find your focus, find your rhythm, what flows for you. Maybe it's a pulse down, pulse up, heels lift, heels lower, pulse down, pulse up, heels lift, heels lower, or a pulse and lift, pulse and lift. Find what works for you. Maybe it's different as the move progresses. You'll find your rhythm. Just a pulse and lift lower. Just pulse, lift lower. Just a few more. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2 more. You got it. Last one. All right, shake it out. Keep those weights with you. Come on down to the floor. We're going to be on to all fours. Coming into a tabletop position, wrists directly under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. So from here, tuck those toes. Draw your navel into your spine. Your back is flat, so avoid arching or rounding your spine. Nice flat back. If you want to know, is my back flat? Put something on your back. Block, weight, anything. From here, we're just going to lift up to bear, tap down. Lift up to bear, shins hovering, tap down. Just lift and tap. Now, if that is too much for you, you can just untuck the toes, tuck and tuck. Untuck, untuck. This is just the start. Drawing your navel into your spine. Focus on that core here. Really focus. Think about zipping up the tightest pair of pants and that motion that you have when you're putting on those jeans, belting that top button. That is what motion you want to have when you're doing a core workout. All right, from here, whether your toes are tucked or you're in a tabletop with your knees on the floor, I want you to tap your right knee to your right elbow, set it down. Left knee, left elbow, set it down. Keep it going. Same knee to same elbow, set it down. We're firing up those lower abs. If you're in that bear, keep those toes tucked, shins hovering. Tap and tap. Keep it going. Just tapping towards the same wrist, whether your knees are lifted, whether they're on the floor. If your knees are lifted, you're holding in bear. If your knees are on the floor, you're in tabletop. Do what you can. Find your focus. Find a move that works for you today. All right, finish up where you're at. From here, place the weight behind your right knee. You're still in that tabletop position, so if your knees are hovering, go ahead and release them down. Top shoelace portion of your toes on the floor. Flex your right foot. Draw your right foot up and release it down. Donkey kicks with the right. Kick it up and down. Your gaze is down towards the floor between your thumb and your index finger. Avoid straining your neck from looking side to side. Don't worry, I'll guide you through the next movement. Pressing your heel up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're trying to stamp the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling and then release it down. You still have been able to pull into your spine. You're still trying to fit into the smallest pair of jeans you can imagine. Kick it up, release, tap that knee very gently, and press it right back up. All right, on the next one, hold that right heel lifted. Yes, you guessed it. We have pulse and pulse. Tiny pulses here. Keep it going. Keeping that heel close in toward your glute. So having that weight behind your right knee keeps your knee bent. Otherwise, you're more inclined to just let it loosen up. You want to keep that heel close in towards your glute with or without that weight. The help of that weight, of course, is making it more challenging, but it's also making you squeeze your right heel in towards your right glute to hold that weight in place. Tiny pulses here. That's it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hold the right knee up. Release your left forearm down. Keep your right hand boxed out. From here, your right heel still in towards your glute. We're going to open up the hip. Draw your right knee towards your right leg. Do not have to make contact, but you want to move in that direction. And then we're kicking it right back to our donkey. Knee to elbow. Kick it back. Knee to elbow. Kick it back. Keep it going. Slow it down as much as you need to. Right knee towards right elbow. Kick it back. If you find that you're pressing into your left side, you want all the work to be in your right side. So maybe flip your left palm up. If you're pressing into that left arm because your left palm is down, flip that left palm up. Release that tension. All the work is on the right side. Don't worry, we'll give some love into that left side here in just a few. Knee to elbow and kick. Knee to elbow and kick. Last one here. All right, release that knee down. From here, come back to your tabletop. Just bump your hips side to side. Let's stretch out a little bit. From here, lift your left arm high. Reach under and through the left side arm under your right side body. Maybe extend your right leg. Feel that stretch all throughout your body. If you have your right leg extended, go ahead and release it back under your hip. Press up, left arm up, and release down. Bump the hip side to side again. All right, draw that weight to the left side. If you use the weight on the right side, try to use one on the left side. So from here, we're going to repeat those same moves. Right toes are relaxed, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Flex your left foot, keep your left heel in towards your glute. Press up towards the ceiling and release it down. Maybe noticing how this side feels different than the right side. Your back is flat, so avoid that arch or rounding of your spine. Feel free to grab an object, preferably one that's not going to fall and cause any damage onto your back if you would like, and you're unsure if you're arching or rounding your spine or whether you're keeping it flat. Spiral your elbow creases in. Keep your gaze down towards your thumb and index finger. Press up, sole the foot up towards ceiling. Flex your left toes. Keep it going. Just pressing up, releasing down. All right, on the next one, hold that left leg lifted. Keep the left toes flexed. Keep that left heel in towards your glute. Tiny little presses up. Little presses up here. Keep the navel pulled in towards your spine. So remember, that pair of jeans, you're holding everything in nice and tight. Press up and press up. Tiny little presses up here. You've got it. Keep it going, still moving. That's it. We are still going. Left heel presses up towards the ceiling. If that weight becomes a distraction, you can always set it off to the side. Left heel in towards your glute. Left toes flexed. All right, from here, release your right forearm down, right palm up towards the ceiling, slightly opening up that, let me come on to this side, slightly opening up that left hip here. From here, left palm down, draw that left knee in towards your left elbow, and then kick it back, knee to elbow, kick it back. Same thing on the left side as we did on the right side. You do not have to touch your left elbow towards your left knee, or left knee to left elbow rather, but you do want to move it in that direction. So whether or not you make the contact is relevant. Keep it going. Knee towards elbow, tap, or just come close, and then kicking that leg back. Your left toes are still flexed. Squeezing that left glute. All right, finish up where you're at. Release that left knee down. Set the weight off to the side if you previously had it. From here, coming back to the tabletop position, reach your, let's see what we do on this side. All right, reach your right arm high. Reach it under and through the left side body. Maybe releasing your right ear or cheek onto the floor. You can extend that left leg. If you have your left leg extended, go ahead and release it back under your knee, pressing up, reach up, and back down. Let's come on down to our left hip here. Now, if you would like, go ahead and grab one of those weights. Place it behind your right knee, so we're on our left hip. We're coming down onto our left forearm. One weight is in your right hand, one weight behind your right knee. Reach your right arm high. From here, open the knees, bend the elbow, and close. If it's too much through the arm and the leg, just focus on the leg. We want that focus to be back on our outer right hip, open and close. You can point, flex, or relax your left and right foot. Open and close. Just the thumb in towards the same shoulder and then extend. Just relaxing on your left forearm. Keep it going. All right, if you have that weight behind your right foot, go ahead and release it off to the side. Set both weights down. From here, right arm lifted. Keep your right leg lifted. We're just gonna kick and draw your knee in towards your chest and kick, knee in towards your chest. You can also release all the way down, knee in towards the chest and kick, challenging your balance here. You can keep that bottom knee bent. You can also extend it out long. Challenge your balance even more. You want to avoid rocking forwards or backwards. Pressing through the sole of your foot so that right foot is flexed here. Knee towards the chest and kick. Draw it in and kick. Keep it going. Right, last one. Go ahead and come onto your stomach. From here, cross your palms one on top of the other, and then just resting your forehead gently onto the floor. Take your right heel to your glute and extend left heel and extend double heel. So both heels 2 times. One more. Release left side this time. Right side this time. Double time. Both heels 2 times. And extend. Draw it in. And extend. Start with the right side. Left side again. Double time. All right, one more on each side. Right side. Left side. Double time. All right, start the left side once more. Double time. All right, come on up. We're gonna come into a left side plank. Oh, no, we gotta do the other side. Oh my goodness, you guys. Come on to the right side. Grabbing one weight in your hands. One weight behind your left knee. I'll do the same position. You can come all the way down or onto your forearm. Bend and lift. Point, flex, or relax your left toes. Keep it going. Almost there. One more. All right, release that weight down behind your left knee and your left hand. Come on down. Maybe extend your arm up from here. Bend and kick. Keep it going. Drawing your knee in towards your chest, kicking it straight back. Flexing through your foot. Keep it going. You can challenge your balance by straightening that bottom leg. Do what you can. Maybe noticing how one side's different than the other. Give me 3 more. 2 more. Last one. All right, good, and release it down. Come onto your back. From here, draw your feet hip width apart and parallel. We're gonna lift the hips and lower. Lift and lower. You can place the weights on your hips if you'd like. Your feet are hip width apart and parallel. Keep it going. Three more. 2 more. Last one. All right, draw your knees in toward your chest. Curl yourself into a tiny ball. Maybe grabbing opposite wrists. You can grab opposite elbows, forearms. You're also welcome to grab the back side of your thighs and just rocking side to side. Your lower back is pressed in towards the floor. Maybe relaxing your head back onto the floor, pressing your shoulders down and towards the floor. From this position, rock and roll yourselves a few times along your spine. Maybe tap the floor, roll back. Tap, roll back. All right, come on up to a seated position. Extend your left leg long. Start the left side this time. Draw slowly your right foot in toward your left leg. Reach your arms up high overhead. Release your left hand down to the inside of your left leg. Right arm comes up overhead. Looking out under your right armpit. On your next exhale, gently fold over your left toes. Maybe bringing your right shoulder down towards the floor. Gently rise up. Walk your hands back in the center of your body. Switching sides, right leg long, sole of the foot comes inside the right leg. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Release your right hand down to the inside of your right leg. Left arm comes up high overhead. Maybe gaze out under your left armpit. Feel in that side stretch all on the left side body here. On your next exhale, gently fold over your right toes. Deepening that stretch, maybe grabbing the back side of your right toes, maybe your right calf, your right thigh, reaching for whatever you can. If you want to deepen that stretch, only rotate your left shoulder down towards the floor, elbows towards the floor. Gently rise up. Keep your right leg extended. Go and extend your left leg out long. Fold forward. And gently walk your hands back in. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Nice lower back stretch. Maybe circle out your neck. Bow your knees. Gently sweep your arms up high overhead. Fantastic work to everyone. Thank you so very much for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed this. I'll see you all next time. Thank you all.